What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Summer's Gone. Oh, Summer's Gone. Wrong game. What's going on, YouTube? And welcome back to Chasing Sunsets. Let's continue. Alright, so we left off the last video with Jay entering the room. She wants to talk to us about what happened. Let's see what happens. But before we hit the button, hit that subscribe button. So, according to my analytics, only about 60 to 65% of you guys are not subscribed watching this video. Hit that subscribe button. It'll help me out. It'll really help me out. I'm trying to get to 500 before the end of the year. Really appreciate it. Let's continue. Jay enters the room briskly with a resolute look on her face. Huh. She looks like she's mellowed a lot since this morning. Hey, sis. You want to talk about it? Yeah. Sorry you freaked out like that. And thanks for grabbing my phone. Really? Nobody wakes up expecting their whole world's gonna get turned upside down. Impulsively, you draw her into a hug. She stiffens for a moment before easing into it with a sigh. Counting's sort of my thing. When I met you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. All the nerd jokes. Only the master of shitty movie references, dork. Sorry, not sorry. So, how are you holding up? For real. Like dealing with the fact that I probably got pounded out by my half-brother last night? Sounds bad when you say it like that. Yeah, think? You join Jay at the foot of the bed. Remain silent while she organizes her thoughts. Whatever Sophie discovers, half of the solution is kind of on you. You look at your sister angst. What? Do we just approach an emotional situation like adults instead of doing our other thing? Our other thing took 5 years to sort out, and ain't nobody got time for that. So, okay, where have you come down on all this? Same place I was last night, silly. You're my ride or die. But I also know that I'm not the only one who gets a vote here. I was so worried after you ran off. I haven't really had time to think about it much. I mean, we couldn't have kids, right? That's a misconception. Congenital issues take generations. And repetition. Well, after what happened last night, repetition is pretty much all I think about. Of course. Jen giggles through the profuse blush that's visible even through her tan. Our children would have to hook up as well before it got risky. What are the odds? Fair enough, but how about society in general? I don't know. I suppose at the moment, that's the least of my worries. Yeah, well, it's all fun and games until we're made into a Webflix movie. Oh god, I can see it now. Starring Zendaya? I don't know. And Leah Thomas as Jay and Alex Campbell. Sounds like Webflix. All joking aside, we can't just pretend Mallory's news doesn't affect us. No, you're right. You can't. We both sit in silence for a moment, lost in thought. You know, when you were away, I met another brother and sister like us. Banned for life from the Outrigger Resort and Spa. Ouch. Yeah, you guys destroyed the room. Cute. Oh, skipped over it. Excuse me. Cute. I never wanted to see that cleaning bill. But yeah, they were intimate. They were our age too, but they were also full siblings. Wait, that's how they introduced themselves? Actually, they wore matching shirts. His said, "I come in peace." Hers said, "Hi, I'm peace." Oh, that's so weird. Holy fuck, really? No, dipshit. I caught them in the act. Oh, really? That sounds like the kind of story I can get behind. Go figure, Mr. My Journals should be on Literotica. I was going to say now that I finally understand them, I wish I handled it better. What would you have done differently? I used our relationship to rationalize what I wanted for us as normal in comparison. Nobody said at the beginning of a healthy relationship ever. I know, right? But now, I'm ready to let our thing stand on its own, without rationalizations. To your surprise, Jay picks up her phone and begins dialing. Wait, you're calling them? Like, right now. He places the phone between you and turns on the speaker as you hear it ringing. Jay? Oh my god, hello! Hey Eve, I'm here with... Hi Jack, you're on speaker. Oh, I see. Hello, Jay's Jack. Hi, Jack's Jay, I guess? The voice from Jay's phone adopts a slightly mocking tone and a subtle yet sexy French accent. So, Jay, if I recall, you had ruined everything, and this one would never speak to you again. You snicker as Eve playfully pokes at your sister. So, it sounds like Jay really did place the blame for our rift on herself. I don't remember saying anything like that. Now, could we be serious for a moment? I need to ask you something. Jay, our answers apply only to us. They won't be able to help you. I know what you think I'm going to ask, but I've already figured that out for myself. What I want to know is, after everything you've gone through to be together, was it worth it? One eternity later, I'll never understand how two women who barely know each other can talk for hours. It's a trade secret. Seriously. Did you at least find out what you needed? She was right. Everything really comes down to one question. Though it's nice to know there's been at least one happy ending out there for people like us. She seems nice. Is that a French accent? God, she sounded like if Sophie had a dot. Do you want to explain full body bruises to George tomorrow? Because I don't know if bruises are great in degrees, but third. She says, as if she inflicts any other kind. So, if I really am your half-sister, what do you think that means for us? Shit. There it is. Who cares? I don't think I could deal. And they really give you a lot of chances to get back out from Jay this whole time. So many chances. Well, I've already gone pretty far into this. And I think between everything, after everything that's happened, that could potentially happen in the future. This is the last chapter, so obviously I won't know how it ends. Who cares? Honestly, nothing beyond the worry that we'll be misunderstood or targeted. Jay watches your face with subtle intensity. You know, when you left this morning, my first fear was that you'd bail. Funny, Mallory asked a similar question. I felt the same way. Nah, you're my ride or die too, sis. In spite of herself, Jay giggles. Pretty sure we're not the kind of family Dom meant. So what now? Jay clucks herself, gives you a smoldering look. Another date, of course. I got us a room Friday. That gives us plenty of time to heal up for a rematch. I think it's time to show you what all in with me really means. Oh, hello. Somewhere in the Caribbean. Eve enters the living room, echoing with familiar sounds of Call of Duty. She pauses to gaze lovingly at her brother before taking a seat next to him. Who are you just talking to? Jay. Jay? Who's that? Oh, come on. Remember the redhead with the interminable legs? Wow, that's a word. Remember that sushi restaurant a few years ago? Oh yeah, sure. Now I remember. I still dream of her cleavage from time to time. You know, like PTSD. So, did she ask about me? You're such an ass. She doesn't even remember you, perv. Too bad. You know, her brother is a shooty nerd too. Man of culture, for sure. Maybe we should trade deets and crush some noobs. What's his nick? Think she said it's Ghost Harem something? Jack ends the game abruptly, his gaze growing more agitated by the moment. Wait. Ghost Harambe? Yeah, that sounds like it. Holy mother of... So we played against them a lot, apparently. Whoops. That'll get awkward in the future, probably. Later that evening. Let's see what's on Chef Spider Monkey's menu tonight. Arriving at the kitchen, you're surprised to find it deserted. No worries. It always felt weird having someone cook for me anyway. Earl of Sandwich, you were centuries ahead of your time. You open a fridge to find it generously stocked with lunch meat and veggies. Just need a loaf of bread, and then I can get downright stupid with this. Bread, a kitchen knife, and a cutting board are all located in short order. Gripping the knife, you prepare to do battle with an unlucky tomato. This thing just doesn't want to slice. What do you think you're doing? Tanaka's sharp voice catches you off guard, and the knife slips dangerously. Screaming Jesus in a clown car. What kind of saying is that? Not cool. She smirks wickedly, clearly pleased at causing you to nearly auto-defecate. I have one job here, and the first time I'm a little late, I find you doing it for me. I'm just hungry, and I'm more than capable of making a badass sandwich. Not from where I'm standing. You can't turn food into art with banana hands. I'm a simple man. Sometimes all a guy wants is a sandwich. Pro tip, that could explain why you're still single. Ouch. Sick burn. What's going on with that tomato anyway? Looks like she's been dating Chris Brown. Ow, shots taken. Hiya! Vegetable tastes like sad anyway. Don't eat vegetable. Stupid. Oh my god, I can't believe I actually went there. Vegetable slice like sad because that knife isn't honed. Points for getting the reference though. Stupid. You realize I'm making a sandwich instead of crispy pork because it's minimal effort, right? It's zero effort with a sharp knife. You're going into that tomato dry. Then again, you might lack the fine motor control necessary to safely handle cutlery at all. Please, I have skills that would knock your socks off. Oh, by all means, demonstrate. I need a few more drinks from you first. How about you show me what you've got? There are not enough drinks in this world for that. You've got a better chance at climbing K2 than getting peek inside my bag of tricks. Now gimme! But I did climb K2. The chef deftly relieves you of your kitchen knife and obtains a honing rod from the drawer. For this blade, you'll hone at a constant 20-degree angle. You peer curiously over her shoulder as she demonstrates. Huh. I guess that makes sense. She smells different outside the gym. Not quite floral. Ginger, maybe? In that moment, you become conscious of her as a woman for the first time. I better curb that thought. I came downstairs for a sandwich, not a dick punch, basically. Note the uniformity of the motion I use, and watch how the blade's angle remains constant. There's a subtle purr of pride in her voice as she showcases one facet of her life's passion. Huh, just realized something about you. You almost certainly didn't. You enjoy teaching. First, you offered to train with me in the gym. Now this. She pauses, but doesn't turn to look at you. Yes. So, all knives at 20 degrees? No. Asian knives have a more acute edge. They're generally honed at 15 degrees. Consistency is key. Maintaining the angle and feeling the rhythm of each stroke. Technique over speed. Perfection cannot be rushed. As she says this, her butt almost imperceptibly brushes against your groin. So, how many passes? Rule of thumb is 5 strokes per side, then test the edge. This knife has been neglected and require more attention. So, bag of tricks, huh? You can't just drop something like that and not deliver. I'm a grown-ass woman. I do what I want. How about a quid pro quo? Not now, not ever. Satisfied at last that the knife meets her standards, she hands it back to you. Now, show me that tomato. Now, show that tomato who's boss. While you expected improvement, you're shocked by how effortlessly the knife slices the stem's end. Okay, that's amazing. What's amazing is that you didn't just cut your finger off slicing like that, knucklehead. Here. Reversing the position from earlier, she stands behind you and covers your hand with her own. Nails can be tricky for newbies. They're pretty easy to smush. It's fair to say that I have a checkered past with produce. With practice, you'll be able to feel how the fruit wants to be handled by touch alone. The chef lifts your hand over the tomato and angles the point towards the cutting board. Now, drag the tip lightly across the cutting board and through. Her hand is firm, yet her skin is surprisingly supple and soft. I figured a chef's hands would be covered in scars and calluses. Tanaka laughs softly, but sincerely. And reek of onions and garlic too, I suppose. That too. Standing this close, I notice you smell... Her hand withdraws in preparation to smack you, giving the tomato brief respite. Really nice. Keep my finger on the scent though. Ginger and cherry blossom maybe? She relaxes and resumes guiding you through the tomato butchery. Nope. But your scent is Marathon Sex Slightly Masked with Body Wash. Is that hatchet I smell? No! Eat a dick. Our sense of taste has an almost incestuous relationship with our sense of smell. Both must be tuned to perfection to become a titanium chef. My nose doesn't make mistakes. Well, your nose is only half right this time. And it's not hatchet. I didn't say your sense is a turnoff. Wait, what? You knife? I think it meant your knife clatters on the cutting board as you spin to face her, but she holds her ground. Is someone punking me with a clone Tanaka? You just failed your Turing test. She smirks and looks at you appraisingly, as if you were a show dog. You're getting AI confused with biology, so how about it? Do you want to learn how to cook? With how hard George and Lisa run me, does it look like I have spare time to level up cooking? You're a quick study, Alex. I'm even beginning to think you could be a closeted overachiever. We are still talking about cooking, right? You've proven that you're trainable, and you're just right on the edge of becoming tolerable. Ouch. Sure, I'll help when I can. Sorry, I won't have time. Sure. I like cooking. Look, no promises, but I'd be stupid if I passed up the chance to learn from a real chef. Fair warning, though. My friend David almost left me in Tibet because of my cooking. But I feel like I would be honoring his memory if I improved a bit. Alright, we'll see what you've got. Same time tomorrow then. Sure, I'll text if something comes up. Pull out your phone and Tanaka bumps it with hers. You share my number with anyone? I'll show you what I'm really capable of with a knife. I'm scaroused. Now get out of here. Let me finish dinner. But my ham and cheese sandwich. Look at me. I'm the captain now. But stop whining. You're making croque monsieur. Sounds hideous. Well, it's ham and cheese, so... After maintaining her stoic expression for a few seconds, Tanaka's composure cracks. Ah, clone confirmed. The real Tanaka would never break character. Am I on camera? Where's the real Iron Bitch chef hiding? Still giggling, the normally steely chef ejects you from the kitchen. Get the fuck out of my room. Later that night. We're making progress on the chef. We're getting there. While you slumber peacefully, karmic inevitability unfolds outside your door. Oh, they're both going in to sneak. Whoops, that was bound to happen. So now I'm just curious, if you only are on one of their paths, does that one person just come in and join you? But because we have both of them going at the same time, we get this one. It's interesting. I'll have to go through my other saves and see what happens. Oh, hi? Oh, goodness, Jay. Hi. The two women look at each other in awkward silence for a moment. So, what are you doing here? Same thing as you, I think. Jay seems suddenly unsettled and looks away. I guess I always knew this was a possibility. I guess I did too. How long have you... Since I've got to the island? I see. Both girls fidget awkwardly now that it's out in the open. Yeah, they're both banging us. Whoops. I suppose we should work something out? I feel sick. I don't know if I can do this. Of course he can. You just have to remind yourselves that part of him is better than none at all. Not easy, huh? Mari pauses for a moment, deep in thought. No, if I'm being honest, I compromised because I can't assign my own love the value it deserves. That I can relate to. So what now? I don't know. I need to think about this. I think you do too. In the meantime, I won't visit on Mondays and Wednesdays. You're leaving me with 5 days? Fuck no. Pick 2 nights and leave him with 3 by himself so you can remember that solo life. Ooh, I like that. Chase smiles slightly. I thought you might. But don't think I won't do everything I can to make him forget about you. That's fair, but that sounds like a good way to make him remember everything about you. Ouch. Jade recoils as if she's been slapped. Oh, sorry. That came out way meaner than I meant it to. It's just... No, I deserved it. It's being competitive, bitch again. You know, maybe you and I are going about this the wrong way. What do you mean? Maybe we should be at least as focused on what we want as what he wants. Jay smirks mischievously. How do you turn these awkward situations around and somehow become even more likable? Well, it starts with quirky t-shirts. Clever girl. Nice little reference there. And that's actually a good place to leave it for today. That was an interesting conversation. Not how I was expecting that to go. So they're both okay with it. And we're going to split time. So now I'm just curious if maybe in the next chapter, maybe there'll be more of a competition between the two of them. That kind of lighten it up a little bit. Like they'll both try to maybe sabotage the other, do some pranks or something, or maybe have some fun with it. We'll see. We'll see. That is a good place to leave it for today, though. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you all in the next one.